Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of your day, guys. Hopefully I'm hitting people up in the morning, having coffee. Some people are going to bed. Whatever time of day it is, thank you for allowing me to be part of it. Excuse me, guys, please like and subscribe and share the videos. Apparently it helps. That's what I'm told. It helps. And it's absolutely free. In the meantime, can we please talk about Gypsy Rose and stop distracting me? Guys, I wanted to seriously talk about something that I think is going to mess this camera up. Okay. We're not on a boat. Okay, seriously, guys. So, you know, you guys have sent me a lot of stuff that I've seen before that now I'm hearing again, and my view has changed from the first time that I saw the first movie of The Act, because in The Act I really believed, you know, the way it was portrayed, and of course that's not the case anymore. I totally think something different. And in that, you know, I've looked back on some of the characters, and, you know, when I say characters, I mean that these are real life people. I started thinking about how much is actually true and how much did somebody come up with later and give Gypsy the idea. Here's the thing. Gypsy is very articulate. I think that Gypsy, when she was talking in that high-pitched voice and she was acting slow and like a child, that was an act. And she put it on and she did good with it. But as soon as behind closed doors happened, I think that act went away. That's what it should be, the act. That's it. And I think that went away. And I think that she was very smart. For somebody that supposedly went to school very limited and had homeschooling, Dee Dee did a great job. And I don't want to hear that she learned how to read from reading books like Harry Potter, because those books could be difficult on people of medium reading capabilities. So even to read and remember, I mean, some people could read, but they don't, you know, remember. That's, you know, I used to have that problem. The fact that she was so good on the computer, you know, there is too much that if you look at, just stop listening to everything. But if you just look, there's too much that says that this girl was abused. When somebody's abused, they are not given access to a computer. They are not, they don't know how to call for help. They don't know how to run away and know that you have to get a taxi and how to get places and where places are. They don't know how to plan an MURDER. So again, we are believing a story that is an alibi. It's strictly an alibi. I totally believe that. And when I hear Gypsy was saying, I lied even to my lawyers, and, you know, we sit there and say it's funny. It's not funny. And the fact that that's on, I mean, that is a teaser to one of the shows that Gypsy was promoting. And that people, like, a production company paid for that. Paid for, knowing that the woman lied on stand. Can we get her on perjury for that? How long does that last? What is it going to take to get another charge and make her held accountable? Because there is no remorse. There is an alibi that somebody said, no, she was abused because of Munchausen by proxy. She benefited from everything. We've been through that. You know, 50% there's validations for the surgeries Gypsy had. 50% there's questionability. It depends on how you look at things, right? So if that chromosome disorder, which apparently was there, but they didn't know what it was called, caused all of these side effects, then it's legitimate. If it's Munchausen by proxy, it's not legitimate. The chromosome disorder supposedly is in the medical records. Yes, it's in the medical records, okay? So we know it's there. There was never anything found in that house that says Gypsy was held against her will. Nothing. At one point, Gypsy even says, my mom said, go, just leave, go. What happened to that? Why didn't you just go? Gypsy, why didn't she just go? I mean, people keep saying, why can't she be charged with this? And somebody said, well, it's not double jeopardy if they catch her on another charge. But that other charge can't be, statute of limitations cannot be over that. Otherwise, there's not going to be another charge. There's not going to be another charge. I think that they're just fine with living with the fact that the main media says Munchausen by proxy, so the police could feel good about doing their job and saying, yeah, we got the right guy. The minute that the police say, maybe we didn't do the right thing here, maybe, as soon as mainstream media is saying that it was Munchausen by proxy and there was abuse by Dee Dee towards Gypsy, then the state prosecutor's office can say they did their job, because they don't really give a shit about the YouTube community. We don't know what we're doing. We don't know what we're talking about. But the police apparently did their job, not like they can fail. Mainstream media is saying, listen, Munchausen by proxy. The minute mainstream media turns and says, not Munchausen by proxy, just a spoiled brat that wanted her way and the way she wanted it, then maybe everything goes to hell for Gypsy Rose. But mainstream media, I think, has to change their point of view, because that's what's happened here. It seems like that's the way it is. So once mainstream media says, wait a minute, we're not sure Gypsy Rose in the Munchausen by proxy, we think she was just a spoiled brat, then maybe these television channels say, oh, we don't want to support that. Until that, I don't think YouTube is going to make a difference, in my opinion. I just don't feel that way. It's too bad, because, that's what I'm saying. Money's going to rule on this. There's a few stories about Rod, Gypsy's dad, about was he there in her life. And, there's times she says, no, he really wasn't there. My mom wouldn't, just said that he didn't want me. He wanted a boy. And then there's, yeah, but when I was there on the phone, I couldn't really talk to him because my mom was right there. And then we even heard Rod say, yeah, I couldn't wish her a happy 18th birthday. And I bought into that. I said, man, that's really fucking sad. And then I said to myself, that didn't strike you funny? Like, you're just going to go ahead and say, okay, ex-wife dear, whatever you say, I'm not going to wish her a happy 18th birthday. Like, that didn't raise any red alerts for you, because the 18th birthday makes her clear and free to come and live with you if she wanted to, Rod. You don't trust Dee Dee. So, I mean, again, we're believing it as if it's true, and the only other person to tell us something different is no longer here. We keep believing a dialogue because nobody's there to tell you the other side of it. And we all know, we could see how deranged, how wrong, how sociopathic, how psychopathic, how narcissistic Gypsy noses. Gypsy Rose. Gypsy noses Rose. Gypsy Rose's nose. Rose's noses. There you go. Gypsy's Rose's noses. Guys, I'm serious though. As far as people believing stuff, Gypsy, I did mention this I think one time, but now it's no longer, I think, speculation. I think it showed up in the legal documents now that Gypsy told Nick that she was pregnant. So before, when I reported it, I don't know that I said that showed up in a legal document, but it showed up in a legal document. So it's something that Gypsy did tell her lawyers, that Nick did tell his lawyers that Gypsy did tell him. So that's not really speculation anymore. That's actually written paperwork from lawyers saying that, yes, Gypsy did tell Nick that she was pregnant, and that because of the feeding tube, Gypsy lost a child. So, and that's the catalyst that made Nick change his mind. And knowing all of that, a judge said to Gypsy, 8 years for you, life for the other one. All right, guys, as she continues to walk among us like a bull in a china shop, just ready to destroy. Look out for her, guys. All right, guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Thanks as always. I appreciate you. Please like, subscribe, and share. It means so much, and it costs so little. Be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Never, ever, ever be Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Always be yourself. All right, guys, and be kind.